Okay, we are live. YouTube actually changed their UI today. Yeah, I thought I probably messed up with something. No. Right, so we are live. It's 4:20. I told you I'm getting more disciplined day by day. I'm earlier today. Right, so it's 11th of December. I have my end semester's examination starting from Monday. What's the date? Next Monday. It's 15th, right? So I have 1 to 3. Damn, I just have 3 days and I haven't even started the preparations. Bro, I need to get serious. Yo, Singh and Abhinav, what's up, bro? Hi. And you know what? It's Thursday today, so we must have got a rating update. Look at the new YouTube live streaming UI. It kind of confused me. I thought maybe my OBS messed up or something. But yeah, we are live, right? Hmm. It's Thursday. We must have got a rating update, right? We do have. Okay, if I have to predict. So I was 1694 before this. The last two contests, I think overall a +2, and in the worst case scenario a -1. Yeah, this is what I predict, a range of -1 to +2. Let's see, bro. Let's go to our profile. Pudishti. 3 2 1. Wait, we didn't get an update, bro. It's Thursday and we didn't get an update. What? We didn't get a rating update and it's Thursday, right? Damn. Okay, it might come by the night, but yeah, it has to be between -1 and 3. Bro, how many days you're not coming? Not coming, as in? What do you mean not coming? How many days you're not coming? I didn't understand your question, bro. Bro, there's 2 month stacks project plus 1 ML project, or 2 Java full stack projects plus 1 ML, which is better for future placements. I have less time, no projects, done only 1 semester left for placements. Varun, I think you need to have, like, I for placements, the best resume trick is, of course, have one good experience around which you can explain that you worked on this stack. So one internship or experience. Besides that, one star project. Of course, you can have 3 projects if you have space, but generally people do 2 projects and one internship experience, and one project should be a star project wherein you know everything in depth, and it's deployed. If it's deployed, that's the best case. 2 month stack plus 1 ML. Just go with the stack you're more comfortable with. They both are different stacks. During your exam, bro, it depends. I have no plan as of now how would I work during my exams, so I'm not really sure. Are your exams over? Okay, let's. What's the rating? This is the purity. Okay, it's a 1500 question. You're giving a positive integer n representing nx n city. You're also given a 2D grid buildings where denotes a unique building. A building is covered if there's at least one building in all 4 directions, left, right, above, and below. Then the number of covered buildings, and what's the. We have 10 raised to 5 buildings. Buildings dot length. What do you mean by length? Oh, how many buildings are there? Hmm. Okay. Yeah, I think I might just do brute force here by making a set for any building to be covered. We need to check. The first step, I think, is we sort the array. Now, what is sorting even gonna do? Okay, I think, yeah, let me not run my brain too much. Since it's 1500, I might just do brute force here. It's top chat. Live chat is always better. I might just do brute force here, right? So we make a unordered set of pair of int. Pair, do we need a pair? I think rather than this, for any point to be above, we fix the x coordinate. Wait, to check. Okay, this is the question I was doing yesterday. Yeah, it's working fine. So for any point to be above, what we do is we fix the x coordinate. Hmm. Okay. Okay, let's say we sort our error. Okay, error dot begin, comma error dot end. If we sort that, then what I'm planning to do is we store every points in a set, right? We store every points in a set. Now to check if there exists a point above this x comma y, all we need to do is we fix the x comma y1 and x comma y2. So what we'll do is we'll check all the points which have the same coordinate. We'll check all the points, and above means in all four directions, right? Directly above. So we fix the point x and we check if there exists. So I think we make two sets here. Set, not set, unordered map. Do we make unordered map? Okay. Brute force will end up giving up TLE. Brute force will end up giving up TLE. Now I'm thinking to store every point. What I'm thinking to do is by brute force, I think yeah, I am storing every elements. I'm making two sets. One set with the key as x, second set with the key as y, and then let's say we have a point x comma y1. तो यहाँ पे मैं x में कह दूंगा कि x के साथ y1 आ रहा है, y2 आ रहा है, y3 आ रहा है, and all these points would be in sorted order. Sorted order. Now when I want to check कि इस point के ऊपर कोई है और नीचे कोई है, तो मैं क्या करूँगा, इसमें x को की डाल के देखूंगा इसके साथ कौन से y आ रहे हैं, and I'll see, since this is in sorted order, I'll see कि क्या ये वाला जो y है does it lie anywhere in the middle, या फिर ये वैल्यू है. अगर ये एंड पॉइंट वाली वैल्यू है तो बेसिकली इसके ऊपर नीचे कुछ है नहीं. दिस इज व्हाट आई थिंक. दिस शुडंट गिव टीएलई सॉर्टिंग करने से. Best way to do DSA for placements and the best way to approach unknown question, bro. I'm learning. I don't think so. I'm the best guy to advise here. Int and end. Yeah, I think this should work. So we stop sorting, but the point is, how do we keep them in sorted order? How do we keep them in sorted order? Because this approach looks fine, but we would need to sort the coordinates. X के साथ मतलब 1 2 3 ऐसे, या फिर we can't have like 3 1 and 8, something like that. We would need to sort this, to sort them. अगर मैं इसे जो एरे दे रखा है उसे सॉर्ट करता हूँ तो सबसे पहले सबसे छोटा x लेगा, फिर उस छोटे x के लिए सबसे पहले y1 लेगा. That's it. Okay. I know the up down. अब लेफ्ट राइट के लिए क्या होगा? लेफ्ट राइट के लिए द सेम थिंग, हम y फिक्स कर देंगे. वी वांट टू फाइंड x जो आपके करंट x से छोटा हो, x0, और आपके करंट x से बड़ा भी हो, x1. We want to see if this is true or not. that is paired with a y. Hmm. Yo, Shaitan is here. What's up, bro? What's up? Okay. How how do we keep them in sorted order? And what's the they go till n. We are given n. We're given n. Directly above, directly below, left or right. Then the number of covered buildings. Bro. सबसे पहले वो सबसे एक्स कॉर्ड अगर मैं 2D array को सॉर्ट करता हूँ तो वो एक्स कोऑर्डिनेट के हिसाब से करेगा. सबसे छोटा एक्स आएगा. अगर दो किसी के एक्स सेम है तो वो सबसे छोटा वाई लेगा. बेसिकली क्लोजेस्ट टू ओरिजिन. क्लोजेस्ट टू ओरिजिन. Hmm. So yeah, we have an issue here. You're thinking in the right direction. Yeah, bro. I guess I am, but the issue is I can never translate my approach into a solution. Hmm. The issue I'm facing is, let me like write my approach again. Delete all of this. Delete all of this. So we have different coordinates like this. Okay. Now to check कि इसके ऊपर या नीचे कोई एग्जिस्ट करता है. लेट्स से वी हैव अ पॉइंट x, y. व्हाट आई प्लान टू डू इज मैं दो सेट्स बना लूंगा. एक सेट में x को एज की बनाऊंगा और वैल्यूज हो जाएगी कि इस x के साथ कौन से y कोऑर्डिनेट्स है. y1, y2, y3. दूसरे में मैं y को की बना लूंगा और इसके साथ बताऊंगा कि इसके साथ कौन से x कोऑर्डिनेट आ रहे हैं. x1, x2, x3 अगर आ भी रहे हैं या नहीं. अब क्या करूंगा, मेरे को ये चेक करना है कि इसके कोई ऊपर है कि नहीं. तो मैं इस सेट में जाऊंगा, इसकी की में ये वाला कोऑर्डिनेट डालूंगा और चेक करूंगा कि ये y प्रोवाइडेड कि ये हमारा सॉर्टेड ऑर्डर में है. प्रोवाइडेड कि ये हमारा सॉर्टेड ऑर्डर में है. मैं चेक करूंगा कि क्या दिस y लाइज एनीवेयर इन बिटवीन हेयर. एंड पॉइंट्स पे होगा तो मतलब इसके ऊपर या नीचे कुछ नहीं है. एंड देन आई विल डू द सेम फॉर x. तो इससे पता चल जाएगा ऊपर या नीचे. द ओनली इशू आई एम फेसिंग इज कि इसे हाउ टू स्टोर दीज वैल्यूज इन सॉर्टेड ऑर्डर. x के केस में तो हो जाएगा. x के केस में हो जाएगा. y के केस में हाउ डू आई कीप द वैल्यूज ऑफ x इन सॉर्टेड ऑर्डर. क्योंकि मैं अगर एरे को सॉर्ट करूँ तो सबसे पहले x के बेस पे करेगा, फिर y के बेस पे करेगा. दिस इज व्हाट आई एम फेसिंग. जस्ट टेक स्मॉलेस्ट एंड लार्जेस्ट. हाँ, दैट इज एन अप्रोच. वी कैन टेक स्मॉलेस्ट एंड लार्जेस्ट, बट फिर हमें ये भी काउंट करना पड़ेगा कि हाउ मेनी पॉइंट्स एग्जिस्ट. लेट्स से अगर मैंने स्मॉलेस्ट और लार्जेस्ट ले लिया, आई एम रादर देन स्टोरिंग दिस आई स्टोर टू पेयर्स, x1, x0 या फिर x स्मॉलेस्ट एंड x लार्जेस्ट. लेकिन फिर मुझे ये भी तो काउंट करना पड़ेगा कि टोटल कितने पॉइंट्स हैं. टोटल 3 पॉइंट्स होंगे एटलीस्ट, तभी तो बीच में कोई लाई कर सकेगा. No, in fact, no. I think yeah, smallest and largest would actually work. Oh yes, smallest and largest would. Bro, we can you not sort the values in hash map after making it? Yeah, that is an approach. लेकिन फिर I'm thinking कि कोई वो उसी के चक्कर में TLE ना दे दे. Smallest and largest might give TLE though. Why exactly? I actually don't think so. Smallest and largest will give TLE. No, bro, not really. I don't. Let me try with smallest and largest. Yeah, smallest and largest. I wouldn't give it TLE. This set stores x as key and value as smallest y and largest y. Okay, so we have an unordered map that takes in your int and stores a pair of int x set. Now we have another unordered y. This is your y set. Now what we do is, yeah, I think, okay, this should work for auto pair of your ARR. For auto pair of your ARR, first we'll see x वाले में store करो, x वाले में store करो. Honestly, bro, I think writing in Notepad is 10 times better, so might as well write it there. Get out of block comment, right? So x वाले में store करो. So we take out the value in current x equals to pair dot first, in current y equals to pair dot second. Now अगर वो already exist करता है, if set x dot find your x is not equal to set x dot end, that's x set. I think set x might be better name. Set y, अगर वो ऐसा नहीं है, so we can say pair of int end, parent of int p equals to set x of x int max y equals to your p dot. हम max और min store कर रहे हैं ना, we store in order of min max. Okay, p dot second int min y equals to p dot first, and then we can say min y equals to minimum between min y and current y, min x equals to, not min x, max y equals to max between max y comma, okay, you guys might not be able to see it, let me move my face here. Yeah, I think this would work. Try it. Yeah, I'm trying it. I don't think so. Current y, and then we just say set x of x equals to, bro, what did I just do? Set of x equals to min x min y comma max y. Now we do the same with y, lekin else set x of x equals to current y comma current x, current y comma current y, right? Now this is the same for y set, y वाले में store करो. So if set y dot find, nice, stupid, find तो current y करेगा ना, ये क्या कर रहा है? Current x, set y dot find current y, right? Is not equals to set y dot end equals to set y dot current y min x, and then we have max x min x bro, max current x. Now set y of current y equals to min x comma max x, and oh my god, bro, set x of current x equals to current y. अब वरना set y of current y equals to current x comma current x. This I don't see any errors here. ठीक है, ये अपना अब ये कहाँ खत्म हो रहा है? This is ending here. हाँ, अब इसके बाद for auto LE of your auto pair of your error, what we do is we write another function, bool check if valid. नहीं, valid. This would actually take in two unordered map of, yeah, it's going to take in these two shit and set x comma and set y, and it's going to take in your pair of int p, pair of int of p. Now what you do is int x equals to p dot first, int y equals to p dot second. Now check if above and niche exists by fixing x. I'm pretty sure, yeah, I'm on the right track. लगे रहो यार, sure bro. Yeah, third bro, yeah, that's the exact approach I'm following. Fix x. Now what we do is set x dot x. If set x इसके अंदर से जो हमें वैल्यू निकलेगी डॉट फर्स्ट इक्वल्स टू x और set x dot second equals to x, we return false. If set y dot first equals to y or set y dot second equals to y, we return false, else we return true. For auto pair, now what we do is, yeah, we long में तो नहीं आएगा ना आंसर ब्रो. int answer equals to 0 and we just do if valid. अगर आपका valid है क्या, or else let's bool valid equals to valid के अंदर कॉल करो आप set x set y and your pair. if valid है तो answer plus and we simply return answer. I can't see where this would go wrong. Let's run this and hope we don't have any syntax errors. Class set okay. Set y pair out first. Now what a current x equals to, oh bro, it's going, what the hell. अच्छा ये डबल आ रहा है, यहाँ पे भी मैंने पेयर दे दिया. I'll actually have to auto rather than giving pair, I might as well just give int x comma int y. इसकी ज़रूरत नहीं पड़ेगी फिर, and I just given pair 0 comma pair 1. What's pair of int p equals to what? Pair int pair does not name a template but is followed by template arguments. Wait, this is a syntax error or what? अपने सेट में तो मैं पेयर स्टोर कर रहा हूँ, set x के अंदर कर. Is this a syntax issue or what? because what's the issue here? Pair of int, bro. What's the issue here? What's the syntax issue here? This is my set check error. This is my set, and this if setx dot find what I'm getting this error. I am getting this error. What is this? Oh no. ओके ये गलत कर रहा हूँ मैं pair pair wow we don't have pair pair okay I'm getting wrong answer now bro this was the first problem in that contest bro this was the first problem in which contest I'm getting wrong answer output is 5 return false now why is output 5 let's see what our set is storing for auto p of your set x cout p dot not it cout it dot first and id dot first id dot second dot first it dot second this would work right dot second where am I going wrong this should work set y cout handle okay I need to bring in handle there in what sense this is 1500 and yesterday's POT was 70 exactly this rating is pissing me off these ratings always like misguide me so for 3 the maximum and this is for x right first we are printing for x for 3 yeah the maximum and minimum is 2 for 2 the maximum is for 2 the maximum is 3 and the minimum is 1 makes sense for 1 it's 2 right for now for y when y is 3 we have 2 as max min when y is 1 we have 2 and when y is 2 we have 3 as max and 1 as minimum then why is it counting wrong अगर आपका if valid तो ही मैं आंसर प्लस प्लस कर रहा हूँ पेयर 0 पेयर 1 एक्स वाई दे रहा हूँ मैं राइट एक्स वाई अगर आपका सेट एक्स में जो फर्स्ट है वो इसके जितना हो गया या फिर मैक्सिमम के जितना हो गया तो रिटर्न फॉल्स कर दो set y dot first y equal what where is it going wrong if cout valid or x valid for 1 2. Output is 5. Yeah, if it's okay, we valid for 2 1, valid for 1 2, valid for 2 1. Why is it valid? No, for 2 it would go in set x. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, okay, I might just be the dumbest man on this planet. Absolutely, I might just be the dumbest man on this planet. उल्टी लिख दी थी condition. उल्टी लिख दी थी, and then I was wondering ki what's wrong with my logic. Do we check some test cases though? Do we check some test cases? Yeah, here are some test cases. Let's check them. Please run. Please. I don't see any errors here. No, this would run. I'm pretty confident. Yep. I'm kind of confident this would run. It's 4:51. And we're done with the first problem. I solved using 1D arrays for min max for each row column. Yeah. Compare X with Y exactly. Was asked in Amazon OA 2025. Happy I solved it. Bro, you might just be. What's your rating on Leetcode? What's your rating on Utkarsh, bro? 1D arrays for minimum and maximum for each row. For 1D, okay. I think, yeah, 1D array might just be better. Your element X will map to range Y. Exact. Yeah, I was doing stupid. My man, expert in CF. Hi. I did it with sorting. You should check it out. Okay, Adarsh, bro, what was your Leetcode handle? Ad What was your Leetcode handle? If you could tell me again. Isans. Isans. Okay. You did it with sorting. Bro, wait a minute. What was your rating in Code Force? You're an expert, right? You're about 1275. It fell down. Damn, that's crazy. Okay. Evaluate reverse policy. So you did, bro. For a building, we need 4 buildings, 2 in x-axis, 2 in y-axis. For x, I, y, there should exist at least 2 points with x and y in. Brute force won't work. Hash map, frequency x, example for x, hash map में 1 equals to 1, 2 equals to 3, 3 equals to 1. Frequency y की frequency कर ली, ठीक है. For x, y in nums, at least 2 more 1 and 2 more y, right? At least 2 more y from y and 2 more. Basically, अगर point topmost row या bottommost row या first column या last column में है, then it can never be covered. Okay, right? We need to check how many points are actually valid, because if there are 2 3 2, there are 3 2 but only middle one is valid, क्योंकि first के left में कोई नहीं है, y के right में कोई नहीं. That's why you make 2 more hash map which will have all occurrences of x for a and y. We will just check if current x के smallest y and largest y के बीच में land कर रहा है. Okay, I didn't completely get your approach. What's your Leetcode ID? It's this. I'm kind of surprised we didn't get a rating update as of yet. It's already Thursday and we didn't get a rating update. I guess you should start a full stack. You've been doing Leetcode for how many years now? What do you mean years? If I have to be like, if I have to tell you about my series, in fact, I'll just show you now. This is what my profile looks like in 2025. In 2024, 0. And in 2023, 0. So there you have the answer. I guess you should start a full stack dev project like Leetcode, POTD plus a side project. See, I used to do this. In fact, if you look at my previous streams, I used to do this. But I soon realized that Doing development on stream might just not be the most productive thing. I might try, bro. I'll see. I'm currently like, I'll think about it. I'll think about it. As of now, I do development, but I do that off stream. Are you gonna do JavaScript next? I will be honest with you. I'm not enjoying JavaScript because it's getting too tough. But I, of course, will have to do that. Yeah, I think then let's just do JavaScript. Top interview. What are these top interview questions? Leetcode, interview crash course, interview crash course. Because I'm at this part where it becomes annoying. This promises and time. This like makes me rage to a point. Timeout cancellation. Like fuck is this, bro? Because I don't know the. Okay, given a function fn. Let me come back on the. Yeah, I'm on the right side, right? Okay. Given a function, an array of arguments, and a timeout t in milliseconds, return a cancel function after a delay of cancel time mx. After a delay, the returned cancel function will be invoked. Initially, the execution of function should be delayed by t milliseconds. ठीक है, जो function दे रहे हो उसको भी time out से हमें run करना है. If before the delay of t milliseconds the function cancel is invoked, it should cancel the delayed execution of function. Otherwise, if cancel function is not invoked within the specified time, fn should be executed with the provided arguments. So basically, fn को वेट कराओ टी टाइम तक. अगर कॉल आ गई कैंसिल की तो जस्ट रिटर्न, नहीं आई तो रन fn with args, है ना? This is what the question is asking us. So we just set timeout. It expects a time and then it expects a callback function, right? Callback function. Callback function क्या होता है? This runs after the timeout. After the timeout, we want fn args. After the timeout, otherwise fn should be executed with the provided arg. After the timeout, we want fn args call हो जाए भैया, सीधी बात है. Args. Okay. But how do we? What are the companies visiting your colleges? इतना simple question नहीं होना. Yeah, bro, I'm absolutely zero level in JavaScript. Recommend me some good resources if you have, like, what are the companies visiting your college? Not great. Like we had Zeta and we had Sales Code, not Salesforce. I actually think I need to like devote some time to JavaScript theory. If before the delay of t milliseconds the function, it should cancel the delayed execution. That is crazy, bro. So I'm stuck is set timeout in JavaScript. It's a core part. Okay, मैंने उल्टा लिख दिया. They have also given, right? Cancel function and cancel time mx. Set timeout. It's going to take in your function args, and it's going to be called after t, right? Delay. Hmm. And how do then? Okay, we don't pass the arguments like these, like this. I need to check out set timeout in JavaScript. I need to focus on dev as well, man. Same, bro. Same. I'm also like trash in development. Utkarsh, bro, what semester are you? And fifth semester. Currently, what I should be doing? It it totally depends. Like, are you good in both development and DSA? What's your lead code ID? Okay. Set timeout function delay. Cancellation. JavaScript provides a corresponding function called clear timeout to cancel a scheduled timeout before it gets executed. Function delayed function. Let timeout ID clear timeout. Cancel the set timeout function is utilized to introduce a delay. Okay, I get that, but this is one method to cancel our clear timeout. Damn, that's crazy how bad I am at JavaScript. I've done decent DSA. Okay, let me check your. Yeah, I think you must be like 1800 at least. Okay, yeah, you're in Bits Pilani, bro. Like, chill out. You're in Bits Pilani. That's crazy. Yeah, just focus on development. You will have plenty of on-campus opportunities. You'll have plenty of on-campus opportunities, bro. You've given 5 contests and you already are 1725. Do you do code forces by any chance? You solve 3 questions in every contest. That's crazy. Damn. A building is covered if it has something in 4 direction. Keep a map of X, then check if they're not at the end or beginning. Right, okay. So you solved it by making a vector of. Damn, you write so clean code. अच्छा तो फिर what we can do is okay, I think I'll just look at how to do it. So basically this would run after t seconds. Now what we want to judge is t से पहले कुछ आया तो. Oh my god. Let's look at the solution. I'm zero in JavaScript. Full explanation unlike any others. Represent it's gonna be long but full explanation, so sit tight. Let me come on the left side. Yeah, I'm on the left side. Familiarity with callback function, rest parameter, clear timeout, and set timeout methods. If you know that. Why do I need to use clear timeout? In JavaScript, controlling the flow and execution of tasks is quite crucial. The following 2 questions, execute cancelable function with delay, poses a really important concept. Sit tight and read well. By using such methods, we can easily control timing and execution of code. We can either delay or cancel them. Animation, event handling, scheduling. Okay. I'll explain them fully. The function takes two parameters, callback function and a delay value. The callback function represents the code we want to execute. When we call set timeout, it registers the callback function and starts the timer. After the specified delay, the JavaScript engine adds the callback function to event queue. In case you don't know what an event queue is, the event queue is a data structure that holds a task to be processed by JavaScript runtime. When the call stack is empty, the runtime picks the next task from the event queue and all synchronous code has finished executing. Okay, bro, this is so useful. By using set timeout, we introduce an asynchronous behavior in our code. This means that while the delay is counting down, the JavaScript engine can continue executing other code without waiting. But why? Yeah, bro, people like these are so goddamn helpful. Okay, where to start, Dev? Bro, if you do know some good resources, tell me. We have how to reach out to you if you have any difficulty. Right? No, Manan Agarwal. I know stalkers like you. You don't have to reach out to me. Purish, how good is your SQL on a scale of 10? If I were to be honest, 6 or 7. Of course, you can have really advanced SQLs wherein you write subqueries within subqueries. I'm not good on that. But yeah, I have done some SQL questions on Leetcode itself. What are you focusing on, some data analytics role or what? Others. Well, we need clear timeout to cancel the execution. We already know that set timeout returns a unique identifier called timeout. I think, yeah. If before the delay of t milliseconds, the function no. Let me just see what this guy is telling. Well, we need clear timeout to cancel the scheduled execution. You know that set timeout. Okay, it returns a timeout ID, right? Well, clear timeout is another built-in function that cancels a timeout previously set with set timeout. By passing the timeout ID to clear timeout, we prevent the execution of the callback function and stop the timer. Okay. Using clear timeout in a conjunction with set timeout provides us with the ability to control the execution. When we set a timeout using set timeout, the function inside it will run after the. However, by using the we can cancel the scheduled function before it runs. Okay. In similar terms, without clear timeout, you wouldn't have the option to stop the execution. It would always run regardless. Approach. The code defines a function named cancelable that takes in three parameters, function arguments, t. Inside the cancelable function, a nested function name is defined. Hell, what? How's your college placement going on? Mid. I would call it like mid. अरे भाई अब लीड कोड करने से क्या फायदा, कंपनीज तो वाइट कोडर को हायर कर रही है. That's true. But for MNCs, I still think lead code is pretty important. I started pandas in SQL recently, so pretty much. So yeah, pretty much. But others, you also know like Solidity, right? You're the one who told me you know Solidity, right? Bro, I started this Siren. See, I have started so many things, but I never continue them. I started this blockchain developer courses. That's crazy. Okay, so we only have a cancelable function here. Bring the code here, bro. Bring the code here and then tell what you're telling. So the code defines a function named cancelable. 3 parameter array. Inside the cancelable function, a nested function called cancel function is defined. This function is responsible for canceling the execution. The cancel function calls clear timeout with the timer identified to cancel the, ठीक है, कैंसिल फंक्शन आपका क्लियर टाइम कॉल कर रहा है, ठीक है. The set timeout function is used to schedule the execution of a function which is passed as the first parameter. After this, the set timeout function returns a timer. ठीक है, the scheduled function is executed using the spread operator. ठीक है. Finally, the cancel function is returned from the cancelable function, allowing you to call it later to cancel the. अच्छा, अबे इसमें तो लॉजिक हमें तो कुछ, तो इसमें तो बेसिकली आई थिंक ही टोल्ड मी कि हम तो बस एक टाइमर चला देंगे ऑफ फंक्शन with this time and ये arguments, ठीक है, and after the delay, तो ये तो खुद ही करेगा ना. ओके, cancel function equals to, and the return function will be invoked. ओके, आई, तो इसमें क्या हो रहा है, कांस्टेंट फंक्शन आर्ग्यूमेंट्स दे दिए आपने, स्टार्ट कर दिया परफॉर्मेंस नाउ, ठीक है. कैंसिलेबल फंक्शन उसमें ही कॉल हो जाएगा, ठीक है. सेट टाइम आउट कैंसिल, bro, JavaScript would sometimes make my head explode at this point. कैंसिल कैंसिल टाइम, इसमें हो क्या रहा है, तो कैंसिल एक फंक्शन है दैट वी गेट, कैंसिलेबल एक फंक्शन है, हाँ जी भाई, कैंसिलेबल एक फंक्शन है, एंड कैंसिलेबल शुड रिटर्न अ फंक्शन इटसेल्फ, ठीक है. नाउ दिस set timeout, okay, let id constant id equals to clear timeout of your id, that's it. Return cancel function, return cancel function. Wait, that was it? Bro, that's it. And I was like banging my head for trying to find a like some crazy logic behind this. Obvious बात है कि clear timeout तभी रन करेगा अगर वो फंक्शन रन नहीं हुआ होगा. Exactly, what was I even thinking? But this editorial is so useful, bro. This needs an upvote. ठीक है, the cancel function calls clear timeout with the timer identified to cancel. Okay. Finally, I've just realized that these dynamically typed languages are so damn confusing because these args can also very much be a single variable, right? But no, because it's not like defined that this is some rest operator or spread operator bullshit. It could also be a variable named args. We can never get to know because it's dynamically typed. Unlike CPP, wherein we have to define like कि ये int है, ये vector है. Bro, I've just, I think I recently have found my hate for these dynamically typed languages. TypeScript is so much better. JSON value, exactly. See, this is so much better, bro. Can I write code in TypeScript? So, function let id, that's going to be our int, right? That's going to be our neither do I know how to write TypeScript. But yeah, that looks IDA int होगी. Oh shit, god damn. Let's go back to JavaScript. I'm sorry, JavaScript. Yeah, let's read what we were reading. ठीक है. Returns a timer identifier which is stored. The schedule function is executed using the spread operator. Finally, the cancel function is returned from the cancelable function, allowing you to call it later. ठीक है. Why do you define cancel function T at the top? We can also define it later. What do you mean? Accessible within the scope. This allows us to return the cancel function. Define the function. This is stupid. I defined it below, not at the top. ठीक है. The concept of using clear timeout and set timeout provides a powerful mechanism for scheduling. Yeah, this was a crazy good. Nice explanation, but please also give TypeScript code would be helpful. Because I feel like, yeah, I might just be better comfortable with TypeScript. Static typed languages are 100 times better. What now? But the code looks so much complex in TypeScript. So type JSON value. अच्छा JSON value क्या क्या हो सकती है? Oh, type function. Okay, they're defining time. What is this? Args. Args could be JSON value. Oh, okay. So इन्होंने अपनी type define कर दी. That type function would take in an arguments which would be a JSON value, and it would return a void. ये इन्होंने arrow function लिखा है. Yeah, this makes so much sense. Number it is equals to your set timeout जो आपका कॉल होगा fn से. यहाँ पे भी हमें लिखना पड़ता है क्या कि fn क्या है? Do we have to write it everywhere? I don't think so. fn से और t would be a number and args. Okay, now const let function, that's cancel function, that's going to be another function that's not going to return anything. Acha, if your function is not returning anything, then you can't call it this function. Bro, I have so many questions there. You asked. No, I definitely didn't. Then who was the one who knows solidity? I think it was Shaitan, bro. Shaitan, you know solidity. Okay, let's check it. Not code chef. Let's check your code forces. Utkarsh Anand, you're 1200 rated. That's. And you've solved 200 problems for all time. Bro, that's crazy. What's your branch if you could tell? From Bolu Zuban Kesariya? Is that a Bits Pilani organization Zuban Kesariya? Okay, that's just you, I think. And you're currently online. The fuck? Yeah. Why do you get a minus 13 in your contribution? Let's check your comments. Same stupid contest. Make sure Bro, why were the tests so weak? Got my solution hacked due to integer overflow. Bad contest. Sorry, first time getting hacked. Got a little carried away. Please stop downvoting. Code forces people, they don't hold back. This is a Dev 2. Dev 2 is a tough one. I hacked my own solution to due to int overflow. What? You hack your own solution, we're not the same. It is incredibly good problem. I love it so much. Bro, 1300. He almost became. This always forces me that I also start code forces, but I don't know, bro. I don't know. Okay, cancel function. It's going to be a function that's going to return nothing, right? It takes in a t, not t as an argument. No, it takes in no argument. What am I even typing? And what it does is it simply clear timeout, clear timeout your ID. Return cancel function. Would this work? Timeout is not assignable to a type number. Why? Timeout returns an ID, right? Boolean string JSON. Okay, let's. I think yeah, we'll have to take some help here because I feel like I love TypeScript 100 times better than JavaScript. JavaScript is so ass. Wrong here. And what's the difference between FN and function here? Ooh, okay. Returns a number or void. Returns a number in Node or void in the browser, not void strictly. So TypeScript may complain. Better. अच्छा, so we make our own types. Type. तो इसके लिए हमें पता होना चाहिए कि क्या 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 रिटर्न करेगा. Hmm. You used function as return type. Holy shit, this looks even more complex. Codeforce's contests have the worst contests you have ever seen. Yeah, they are simplistic. They're not here to entertain you with good UI and shit. You could also do CF, just do 3 questions daily. Low rated, I'm doing it currently. Tomorrow I have my CMOS exam. Just don't want to back, man. I got an AV minus 42. What is microwave? Microwave? What is that? Okay, it might just not be from my branch. How to test and tag a microwave? Does this actually mean a microwave? Bro, what? CF2 3 questions daily rated? I might as well start. For easy, okay, yeah, for easy. That's why I was confused. I think I'll probably start a chat with ChatGPT. No, boss, it's about high frequency waves. Okay, yeah, I'm clueless about this. Okay, so I actually hate JavaScript because it's dynamically typed and I've always preferred statically typed languages. But I have a good base with CPP and have almost null knowledge about JavaScript and TypeScript. So I'm practicing on Leetcode. I encounter a lot of problems, and I would use this chat for you to guide me, basically as a teacher, as a mentor, right? Provide me theory wherever it is needed, but also don't be too like spoon feeding me, right? I have a good base in CPP. If you have any questions, ask, and then I'll give this high frequency waves. Okay, GPT, bro, shut up. Okay, so now I just was doing a question on Leetcode, and I wrote this code, and this is giving me some errors. Like, what wrong am I doing here? Check. It started thinking. I feel like, yeah, we should pivot to Gemini. Gemini is 100 times better than stupid GPT at this point. Problems in your type cans. What is type cans? Oh, अच्छा 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 अच्छा. अबे यार वो तो let ID in some environments set timeout returns a not a number. Assigning it to number even in browser TypeScript lives it may be a number. So the safe approach is to use return type of set timeout. Function is very general. Prefer for a cancel function. Return type function. Bro, I need to see someone else code. GPT तो पागल बना देगा यार. I need to see someone else's code. Solutions दिखाओ यार. Nobody gives in TypeScript. That's crazy. Why does nobody give in TypeScript? TypeScript दिखाओ यार. Okay. Oh my god, what is this stupid? This problem requires a little more than falling. इसने तो logic ही बदल दिया. Initially set to true. Set timeout in t milliseconds to call function with arguments, but only will function. Oh. Oh. Arguments could be any. T would be a number. अच्छा 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 अच्छा. Okay, this is smart. This is smart, but corrected TypeScript code. I think I would prefer GPT is ass, bro. Let's go with Gemini. Thinking right. It's 5:28, yeah. I might just end early. But I feel like TypeScript might be better for me. JavaScript is too. Let's see. Let's wait. What are the set timeout, clear timeout, constant cancel function, clear timeout, timeout ID? Acha, so he didn't even define anything. I was acting stupid. Okay, so we can simply do that. Rather than knowing all the bullshit return types of these set timeout and all that, because it's obviously not feasible for me to know what browser returns what return type. Is there any workaround? Do I even have to like statically type key what would be the return type? That's crazy. अच्छा वो खुद भी तो इन्फर कर सकता है, या व्हाई एम आई बीइंग ओवर स्मार्ट, वो खुद भी तो इन्फर कर लेगा। आई एम स्टूपिड, व्हाई एम आई बीइंग ओवर स्मार्ट, दैट्स स्मार्ट। सो व्हाट वी डू इज constant id equals to set timeout, it's taking in our function, and it's taking it a number, and it's taking in our arguments. Okay, now uh constant cancel function, it's taking in actually nothing, it's taking in nothing, and it's going to be doing clear timeout of our id. Because of closure it remembers the id, and we return cancel function. But yeah, this honestly feels like I'm learning. Yeah, it runs. This perfectly, TypeScript already knows. Workaround 3, clean up adoption. No, for your sanity, TypeScript is meant to infer things you almost never manually type. Okay, we return. Hmm. I'm still kind of confused why it did the question. Wait, did I even give him? I'm still kind of confused. What's the difference between the type fn that the question defined versus the function type? Why is why did we even have to define the type fn? What's the difference here? Fn is just a name you assign to a function type. No, my stupid man. Yeah. Instead of writing the full, no, I meant to ask, there are two types in the code. First is this. First is this, right? First is this. Second type is this. Both in the, I mean the function type. What's the difference here, and why do we need fn type? That's crazy. A very generic built-in type. Fn is specific strongly typed function signature. The function must take JSON. Okay. So if someone tries, okay. Function removes type safety. Tell don't check. Why did Leetcode use Fn at all? Okay, so that's just for type safety. Yeah, we get it. Let's move ahead, bro. We learned quite a lot in this question. Now, what's the next question? Given a function, an array of arguments, and an interval time t, return a cancel function after a delay. The return cancel function, it's the same question. The function fn. Okay, we are given a function, an arguments, and a time. After a delay of cancel time, the returned cancel function will be invoked. ठीक है भाई. The function fn should be called with arguments immediately, and then called again every t milliseconds until cancel function is called. Until cancel function is called. Oh, hmm. So this is basically calling recursion. Yeah, we can actually, what we can do is, I think, yeah, bool. What am I thinking? Is it fucking CPP? Should call. It's a boolean value and it's true. Okay. Let let call as a boolean value. Now the first thing is while. Hmm. I was thinking to do something like this. जब तक ये true है, and then we return a function that's going to do nothing but call equals to false. I was thinking to do something like this. जब तक call true है, we set timeout of fn with our t and args. I okay. एक कॉल तो शुरू में ही लगेगी है ना. Immediately call your function with arguments. ठीक है. We call the function with arguments. Okay. अब क्या होना है, हमें हर t टाइम के बाद करना है ना. Bro, this might just be stupid. I think instead of doing JavaScript and Leetcode, better build some projects so that it will improve your skills. Yeah, you're right. I'm building projects on the side, but I really think this kind of, I find these type of problems interesting. They do help me with JavaScript. If you have some good resource, probably you could tell. Danger, danger. Hi, bro. What's up? Hmm. Let's call equals to. Did we get a rating update, bro? It's Thursday. Our rating should have been out by now. 1694. That didn't give us an update as of yet. Hmm. Okay then. Constant fn. So let call boolean true. एक बारी हमने उसे immediately कॉल कर लिया. अब जब तक कॉल ट्रू है, nah bro, I will have to pass the arguments with an arrow function. Set interval. Okay, this involves a new full thorough explanation, beginner friendly. Let's look at this. I Yeah, this is the last question I'm doing for the day. This is the last question I'm doing for the day. After that, what I can do is I can do previous questions on JavaScript so that I do remember. I can check if I remember the previous question that I did. It's open. Oh, interval cancellation. It's open. You're given a function, an array of arguments, and an interval time t. You need to implement a function that calls function with args and then schedule subsequent call to function every t milliseconds. Acha, use cases is auto saving. Yeah, that makes sense. When working with text editors document, it is common to have an autosave feature that periodically saves changes. You can use interval cancellation to schedule autosaving at regular intervals. If the user explicitly saves a document or exits the application, you can cancel the interval. During development, you may want to create animations or slideshows that automatically transition between different. Interval cancellation can be used to control. Okay. Set reminder for a specific task. Interval cancellation. Once the Set interval and clear interval is used to repeatedly execute a function or a code snippet with a fixed time delay between each call. It takes two arguments. Acha, so there's a function itself. The function parameter represents the function, the code snippet. Yeah, it's just like set timeout. It schedules the first execution of the specified function after the initial delay. It returns an ID. This ID can be used later to identify and control the interval schedule. Why didn't the sleep editorial? What's this? Acha, and it's logged. Don't tell me it's logged. Yeah, wow, Leetcode, wow, you should be ashamed of yourself. Hmm. The clear interval function is used to cancel a timed repeating action. So that's obvious. Obvious. Using set interval, we can also solve it using recursion, right? Using recursion. Yeah, I want to know more about recursion. I'll see that. Which company, bro? What do you mean, which company? I'm unemployed. What do you mean, which company? I'm in my fourth year. Represent the unique ID by calling. You can effectively stop the subsequent execution of the function. Use the set interval function. ठीक है, once before. Now we define the function. So एक बारी call कर दिया, फिर constant timer equals to set interval. अच्छा, we can't pass arguments in set interval. That's why उसने okay cancel function. Yeah, this is TypeScript में it's the same shit. We can set up a timed interval where the function is. This will provide a way to cancel the function via timeout. Oh yeah. No, but I was set timeout calls a function. Let me try writing the recursive code myself. Okay, yeah. Let call again equals to, which is a boolean value by the way, okay? It's a boolean value. Let's keep it true. Now let id, this is a set timeout function. एक बारी तो हमें खुद ही कॉल करना पड़ेगा function with your args. Okay, एक बारी तो खुद ही कॉल कर दिया. Now अब ये id क्या होगा? अब इसमें हमने क्या करा? This would be, we don't care what its type is. set timeout कॉल करा जिसके अंदर there would be a function. Okay, एक function होगा with your t after every t seconds. After every t seconds arguments देने हैं? नहीं, we can handle them ourselves. अब यहाँ क्या होगा? If इसमें होगा क्या? अगर आपका कॉल हो रखा है, if call again हो रखा है, तो आप क्या करो? आपने कॉल कर दिया अपने function डॉट args को, ठीक है? And then you, how do you call this function again? That's the point. No. Else कुछ मत करो. Else कुछ मत करो. That's it. How do you call it again? That's the point. इसी को वापस कैसे कॉल करूंगा? Oh my god, this is Jim, bro. What is the time right now? 6:30 के अराउंड ही. हाय ब्रो, क्या कोड फोर्सेस क्वेश्चंस सॉल्व करते हो? Code forces, nah, I don't do code forces as of now. I don't do code forces. I used to do, I have solved about 100 questions, but I don't do them right now. How do you call this? Okay, let's just see what इसमें what they did is cancelled को false रखा है. Start interval. अच्छा हाँ, तो they made a function. ठीक है. We don't give a shit about this void. They made a function जो set time out कर देगा. अगर इस cancelled है तो return, वरना वो call करके start interval. I was almost correct. But wait, what? अच्छा, set time out के अंदर ये उनका पहला function है and then there's t. I was almost correct. So we don't need an ID, of course. We don't need an ID here. Let run function is going to take in nothing as your argument. और इसके अंदर ये कॉल हो रहा है. Bro, what? Right. अगर call again है तो you call this and then you again call run function. Right? Else you do nothing. Else you do nothing. This should work. Or you return a function, let fn2 equals to, it actually does nothing. It call again equals to false. Return fn2. What am I even typing at this point? Oh, okay. Wow. What am I doing wrong in this question? Yeah, I'll need a lot of practice to become good at TypeScript. But there are 3 problems that make it. You never start the repeating loop. Wow, I never even started the repeating loop. That's crazy. Of course, run function. Okay. Would this work now? Oh, it actually is. So I was correct. Let's submit this. Dozy there. Okay. So we successfully wrote a function, but now let's do it the simpler way. So we call function args, right? Then we not constant, let id. In fact, it would be a constant id equals to set interval. That's going to take in your function. We can't give in arguments here, right? So fn with args after t. And then was cancel interval, right? It was this, right? Return nothing, just a function. It's going to take in nothing, but it's going to do cancel interval id. Would this also work? This is so much simpler, but the previous one required logic. Cancel interval, cancel interval, set interval, cancel interval, set interval, cancel interval. What was the Stop interval. Okay, okay, okay. It's actually stop interval. Set interval, clear interval. Oh my. Teja Smart. Yeah, I do know that guy. I do know him. Okay, this is working. This is so much simpler, but the previous one required logic. It was almost like I was solving a DSA problem. That's the first time I ever did recursion in JavaScript. Yeah, this works. What's the next question? Let's also take a look at the next question at this point. Promise time limit? Hell no, bro. We're not playing with promises. Yeah, it's 5:50. I think I can rather end the stream right now. Bro, DP के कितने patterns किए हैं? I followed this sheet. I don't know much about patterns. I followed this sheet. इसमें I'm pretty sure I did all the questions in 1D DP. 2D DP maybe I've done about 7. कितने patterns I'm not really. Regular expression matching भी तो मैं कर चुका हूँ. In fact, I've done this. I've done regular expression matching, right? Yup, I've done this. Longest increasing path in a matrix. I've seen this question. Return the length of the longest increasing path in a matrix. Okay, so the point is इसमें हमें start point भी तो नहीं पता ना. I think should I solve this? Should I solve this right now? This is going to take in some time. I might solve it tomorrow. I do have an approach in mind. What's the length here? Yeah, it's just 200. Should I solve this right now? That's bro. DSA is important for software engineer. Of course it is. By DPK more than 20 advanced patterns हैं कैसे master करेंगे? I myself am not aware, bro. Just practice. भाई ऊपर वाला account check करो. Teja Smart, I do know him. Teja Smart on Leetcode, right? You want me to check on Leetcode? He's a software engineer. He's a ICPC finalist, right? 2000 in just 6 contests, he became a knight. Technically, he should be a guardian, but because of cheating, I feel like, yeah, he damn 3-digit ranks. He didn't solve the fourth questionnaire. 3-digit ranks in every contest. I just imagine, would there ever come a day where I could be like him, bro? I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Solve this question. Check his CF. Yeah, Utkarsh, bro. I know he is 2000 rated on CF, right? Why do I have Teja Smart? Try hard. Yeah, 2100. I'm also subscribed to him. Why does he? Is this his account? Why does he have so less contests? 72 problems for all time. I think I'm on the wrong account. Should I do this question? This is not him, boss. What was his? I'm दोषी ये पोजीशन है. Longest increasing path. इसमें इसमें वी नीड टू स्टोर कि हर एलिमेंट के चारों तरफ में कितने ऑप्शन है जाने के. By jana, I mean there should be a greater element. Okay. Right, let's just copy this. Nah, I'm not solving this right now. Yeah, it's already quite some time since I've been streaming. Almost 2 hours at this point. In fact, I think it's more than 2 hours. No, it's 1 hour 30 minutes. Okay, okay. Exactly, last contest की अभी तक rating नहीं आई. I'm also confused, bro. अभी तक rating नहीं आई. Rating update कब होगी? Thursday है ना? मैं खुद भाई I'm myself waiting. I want to see कि मेरी positive होगी कि negative. Too many cheaters, भाई. Exactly, too many cheaters. If I were to be honest, if there were no cheaters, I'm pretty sure I must be around 1720 right now. आ गई rating? Don't tell me rating आ गई. Okay. अगर rating आई है, then I think I could either go from a -1 to +3. This is the range I expect. So I was 1694. I might become 1692 or at max 1697. Let's see. Ooh! We have finally crossed 1700. Damn. So I lost rating in the first contest. Wait, I need to see it. We crossed 1700. Wow. When did I see? When I crossed 1600, I posted it on my channel, right? I posted 1600 on my channel. Yeah. So 1 month ago, I reached 1600, and today I finally reached 1700. Nice. I like that. Wow. Okay. So the ratings have not. It's not showing rating update here. Okay. Maybe it's just too early. So I actually got a -4 here. Okay. And then wait, is my current rating 1706? What's happening? What is 6? Is 17? Bro, what is this? Nahi, easy 1715 होते तुम. Yeah, probably if there were no cheaters. कहूँगा भाई chart updated नहीं है. Oh, chart update नहीं हुआ है. Okay, yeah, I'm confused as shit. But yeah, finally 1700. Do I stop giving contests now? Do I stop giving contests now? वरना 1700 से गिर जाएगी. I'm pretty sure. I got 3K rank in last one. Damn. In the last contest, in fact, if you guys see the stream for my last contest, I got a TLE because not TLE, I got a OLE. I'm pretty sure nobody knows what a OLE is because मैं see out कर रहा था and I forgot to comment that out and it gave me an output limit exceeded. तो उससे एक penalty मिली. उसके बाद I solved the third question 2 minutes after the contest ended. Imagine if I solved it within the contest. But yeah, that's just lalach at this point. I'm happy I reached 1700. Chart update nahi hua hai, but that's cool. Yeah, we were on this question. Other things are not updated. Okay. Okay. What are your guys' rating? Team, I started with you 2 months ago. Back. Let's go. Get night. Exactly, bro. In fact, where's my channel? Buddhist shorts. Yeah. This I would be posting second episode, I think. Day 1 of grinding every day from tomorrow until I reach night on Leetcode. Yeah, I'll be posting second episode tomorrow. What am I even calling episode? The second part tomorrow. I got plus 24 for solving 3 and 3 penalties. Bro, I could have. This makes me feel like I missed so much because I solved the third question 2 minutes after the contest ended. भाई सेकंड क्वेश्चन के बाद माइंड नहीं करता थर्ड करने का. I start feel like I'm done and satisfied. By the way, I'm 1598. Makes sense. जैसे yeah, honestly, now if I talk about my case, मैं तो I'm streaming ना, so I have nothing else to do. That's why मैं third question में अपना दिमाग चलाने लग जाता हूँ. But I get your point. Because you do not have any obligations. Second question कर लिया and then you go like अब नहीं करना. Makes sense. 1564 to 1582. Bro, that's a good jump. You should be happy. 1732 now. 1732. Damn. Bro, Utkarsh, nice. भाई रेगुलर थर्ड सॉल्व करने हैं, बड़ी प्रैक्टिस करनी पड़ेगी. या third, maybe there is an entire range. Some third questions can be okayish, some can be really tough. Yeah, okay, let's solve this tomorrow. I'm not in the mood to solve any more questions. I'm happy. Let's end the stream with a happy mood. I got 1700. In fact, let me also post this. Every time I jump from 100 to another 100, I'll post it on my channel. But posting on YouTube is so damn like, see, it won't let me post because it'll say the ratio is not correct. It'll definitely say the ratio is not correct. Okay, let me select from a computer. I hope I don't have anything personal here. Screenshots. Let's go. Okay. Okay, it did let me post. Reached 1700 today. Let's post it. Okay, I did. So I was 285 questions, and it took me 100 questions to go from 1600 to 1700. That's crazy. My jump to 1800 will be hard. Yeah, very much, especially because so many cheaters exist. भाई कॉन्टेस्ट के बाद एलसी खोल दो ना, बहुत बुरा लगता है कि लोग बिना पेनल्टी की थर्ड क्वेश्चन कर रहे हैं विद इन 45 मिनट्स में. Bro, stop that. Let me tell you, majority of the people, they are cheating, bro. If not entirely cheating, they definitely take hints from ChatGPT. I'm going in 6 sem, less than 2 months, and in 7 sem companies will start coming. I'm afraid because I'm only able to solve. Nah, bro, you're doing on campus. They don't ask too tough questions, at least in my experience. Just join the stream. Congrats on 1700. Thank you, bro. Thank you. भाई मेरा plus 35 हुआ. What was? How many did you solve? How many did you solve? Plus 35 is a crazy jump. Damn. The maximum jump I ever got. The maximum jump I ever got, or I think a plus 30, a plus 32. Yeah. The maximum jump I ever got. Plus 4, plus 35 is crazy. Okay, then I need to go to the gym. That's it for the stream. Yeah. That's it for the stream. Thanks to all those who joined. Bye bye.